but their norm is not to come to the masjid often. And he says, رَقَّادِينَ عَنِ الْعَتَمَاتِ, also not coming and Asha and Fajr. He Azza wa Jal also says, وَكَمْ قَصَمْنَا مِنْ قَرْيَةٍ كَانَتْ ظَالِمَةً وَأَنْشَأْنَا مِنْ بَعْدِهِمْ قَرْنًا آخَرِينَ فَلَمَّا أَحَسُّوا بَأْسَنَا إِذَا هُمْ مِنْهَا يَرْكُضُونَ لَا تَرْكُضُوا وَارْجِعُوا إِلَى مَا أُتْرِفْتُمْ. The word taraf came again here. إِلَى مَا أُتْرِفْتُمْ فِيهِ وَمَسَاكِنِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُسْأَلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the reason behind destroying many villages and towns, and we see it nowadays a lot, earthquakes and floods and wind and hurricanes, is a punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, and after destroying them, Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell them to go back to this world and enjoy and live in this state of taraf. Of course, Allah is making fun of them, because once you die, you're never going to come back to this world. As Allah says in a different situation to a person who is in hellfire, ذُقَّ إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الْكَرِيمُ. Taste, because you are the most honorable. What kind of honor is this while you are getting punished in hellfire? This is sarcasm, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making fun of them. But again, the key point here is that luxury can be a reason behind getting people into hellfire. May Allah protect us from that. He Azza wa Jal also says in Surah Al-Mu'minun, speaking about the people of Nuh alayhi salam, وَقَالَ الْمَلَأُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَكَذَّبُوا بِلِقَاءِ الْآخِرَةِ وَأَتْرَفْنَاهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Again the word tarf came again. Though the people of Nuh who disbelieved in him and denied the hereafter, and we put them into a lot of luxury in this world, taraf, ما هذا إلا بشر مثلكم. He's only a man like you. يأكل مما تأكلون منه. He eats the same food you eat. ويشرب مما تشربون. He's drinking the same drink you drink from. But the key word again is وَأَتْرَفْنَاهُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. Subhanallah, it can make a person blind. He cannot see the facts. He cannot see the evidence. Look, last khutbah I've talked about Prophet Nuh's son. When he have seen, or was it at Fajr time? When he have seen the miracle right in front of his eyes, and that everybody was drowning, and the waves were like mountains, and the ship was running on top of those mountains. But he said, سَآوِي إِلَى جَبَلٍ يَعْصِمُنِي مِنَ الْمَاءِ. I'll go to a mountain to protect me from water. What kind of mentality is this, except for a person that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had sealed his heart because of luxury and because of arrogance. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, also in Surah Al-Mu'minun, حَتَّى إِذَا أَخَذْنَا مُتْرَفِيهِمْ بِالْعَذَابِ إِذَا هُمْ يَجْأَرُونَ. Why is it that taraf and luxury cause the person to do this? Look at the Prophet ﷺ speaking about this. He said, عليه الصلاة والسلام, حفت الجنة بالمكاره وحفت النار بالشهوات. The way that leads to Jannah is filled with obstacles, things that a person do not feel comfortable doing, like getting up for Fajr or something like that. And حفت النار بالشهوات. And the hellfire is, the way of it is surrounded by desires. And look at the word makarih that the Prophet ﷺ used it again in another hadith. He said there are three things that will get the person directly to Jannah. One of them is إسباغ الوضوء على المكاره. The word came again, meaning covering the parts of wudu on the parts of their body that we hate to cover, especially at winter time. Back then, of course, now we have heats and we have a boiling room and so on. But when you cover this cold water, you don't like that, even though it's healthy, by the way. But again, the Prophet ﷺ says, in order for you to go to Jannah, get rid of luxury a little bit. Live the life of the Prophet ﷺ. Do not get attached too much to this world, because if you love it, you will have the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the love to meet Him Yawm al-Qiyamah in your heart at the same time. He Azza wa Jal also said, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَذِيرٍ إِلَّا قَالَ مُتْرَفُوهَا إِنَّا بِمَا أُرْسِلْتُم بِهِ كَافِرُونَ. It is the general rule. It is the thing that is always happening. That is what Allah says in this ayah. And Allah started this ayah, the word وَمَا, to do nafi, to tell you that there is no case except this case. And then He says, إِلَّا قَالَ. It's like saying, لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. First you're denying all other gods, and then you're affirming except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the only case. The only God that needs to reverse is Allah. So Allah says, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا فِي قَرْيَةٍ. Every single village that we send a prophet in, except that the people who are doing taraf, who are indulging in luxury, says we are disbelieving what you are sent to us with. This is the rule, my brothers and sisters in Islam. And He also says, عَزَّ وَجَلَّ, in another ayah, وَكَذَلِكَ مَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ فِي قَرْيَةٍ مِّن نَذِيرٍ إِلَّا قَالَ مُتْرَفُوهَا, again, إِنَّا وَجَدْنَا آبَاءَنَا عَلَى أُمَّةٍ وَإِنَّا عَلَى آثَارِهِمْ مُقْتَدُونَ. Those who are indulging into luxuries a lot, He said, we found our parents following something, and we're not ready to get rid of it. We're enjoying, we're having fun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also described those people who are indulging themselves in luxury by the word fisq, which is disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says, عز وجل, وَإِذَا أَرَدْنَا أَن نُهْلِكَ قَرْيَةً أَمَرْنَا مُتْرَ فِيهَا فَفَسَقُوا فِيهَا. And in different reading of the Quran, وَإِذَا أَرَدْنَا أَن نُهْلِكَ قَرْيَةً أَمَرْنَا مُتْرَ فِيهَا فَفَسَقُوا فِيهَا. Both readings are correct. That when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is about to destroy a village, He gives the charge and the leadership to those who are luxurious people. So they spoil on earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained to us that we should not be deceived by the fact that we live in a very easy life in this world. He says, Azza wa Jal, also in Surah Al-Mu'minun, amazing surah today. He says, أَيَحْسَبُونَ أَنَّمَا نُمِدُّهُمْ بِهِ مِن مَالٍ وَبَنِينَ نُسَارِعُ لَهُمْ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ كَلَّا بَلْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do they think that after empowering them and supplying them with wealth and children, that it is good for them? The word kalla came right away. And when the word kalla is mentioned in the Quran, there's a threat after that. And He Azza wa Jal also says, وَقَالُوا نَحْنُ أَكْثَرُ أَمْوَالًا وَأَوْلَادًا وَمَا نَحْنُ بِمُعَذَّبِينَ. We, luxurious people, are better than you. We have more money. We have more children. Arrogance came into the heart. And when arrogance came, the definition of it, as the Prophet ﷺ says, بَطْرُ الْحَقِّ وَغَمْتُ النَّاسِ. Rejecting the truth and oppressing people. That's the attitude of